Hello everyone, welcome back to A Path Forward. Today I want to share a book that I've read, and I think it describes some key concept everyone should have at some point understand or be get. So in this book, it mainly talked about being a fair leader, who is able to be vulnerable and receives judgment, and also be understanding or of people's mistakes, and also will trust people for their conduct. Let me break down some details here. So for vulnerability, if you look at the definition of this word, it says the quality or state of being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed, either physically or emotionally. So a lot of people are taking vulnerability as if I'm showing vulnerability, then I'm just letting people hurt me. But it's not really like that. By exposing the vulnerability, the key point here is to be able to receive a attack, whether physically or emotionally, without altering your neutral state. Okay, what I mean by that, say for example, when people are in an argument, instead of being mad for what people said, or for a vulnerable leader, one would be able to receive that judgment or comment, even that comment might be expressed in the improper way, but the leader would be able to neutrally or objectively take this comment and ignore the emotional or subjective part, but more taking the objective part and use that for whether self-improvement or procedural improvement, etc. By leader, this doesn't really have to be someone in a management position. It can be anyone. For example, an adult is a leader to a kid, and which will eventually be everyone, because everyone at some point they will grow up and they are considered as a leader by someone eventually. That's what they mean by being vulnerable for that. And I think this is also very important key for everyone to learn or to possess at some point. Because a lot of times I realize a lot of people are taking things a little too seriously and too subjectively. And for example, when people receives any comment, they immediately jump to a conclusion. This is a attack, and taking it as, or want to put a revenge on that. But a lot of times, people are actually just providing a comment or a point of view from someone. This point of view might not be accurate, but it's just a point of view. So we can actually, as a mature people, we should be able to take that more objectively and thinking of different or view things in more point of view. I think that will help us eventually help ourselves to improve, to refine our vision, and improve how we see things and making future judgment or decisions. The next, the book also talked about a lot about like mistakes. We understand like people make mistakes. It's quite normal because we are not God. We are just not a little human. So making mistakes is totally normal. So and understand there are sometimes mistakes that can cause serious result. But I would say try to move over it and not let it haunt you for the rest of your life. However, also a mistake is a mistake. It usually caused by a imperfect procedure or method of handling things. So I would say when having a mistake, make sure to take the responsibility, even though you shouldn't let it haunt you for the rest of your life, but you should take the responsibility for any mistakes you made, and sometimes even the others made, and then try to refine the procedure or how you will handle things, and that way you can avoid the future mistakes. I think we all have learned or heard this sort of words or saying a mistake is only a mistake if you learn nothing from it. Okay, last one for trust. I think in quite a lot of times people immediately jump to a conclusion saying some people have bad intent for doing certain things. Sometimes that's deemed as like evil by someone or like deemed as like stupid by someone. And however, we should understand that actually most people and most of the times people make the best choice that's available based on the information they know at the moment and the resource or tools that's available to them. What I mean by that, for example, a very commonly known example is that the prisoner's dilemma, which is that two prisoners are separate from each other and being interrogated. So if they both remain silent, A prisoner will get 2 years and B prisoner will also get 2 years. However, if one of them confess and the other one remains silent, then the one who confessed will get 1 year of prison, and the one who remains silent will get 8-year prison. Or if they both confess, then each of them will get like 5 years in prison. So if you break this down into a chart, you will realize the best result for both of them together will be they both remain silent. So it will be like total 4 years served by both of them separate together, because like A got 2 years and B got 2 years. However, without being able to communicate, there is a chain of questioning or chain of suspect. So A do not know what B will do, and B do not know what A will do. So if you take out the counterpart, just reel them individually, the best options for A to get might be confess, because they may think the other one will confess. And if they do not confess when the other one did, they will get a really bad result. Consider of that, they will eventually likely to end up being both of them confess and get the worst result out of here. So I think that's a very good explanation of what what the book means here for trust, or for like people can only make the best choice for available for themselves based on the information they know and the resource or tools available to them. If they both prisoners, they could have communicated with each other, then they could come to a consensus. So that way they will be able to both remain silent and get the best result out here. I think this summarizes or describes a lot of cases when we see things. Most of the time, people are actually trying their best to do the things, either in work, in life, or in school, all kind of places. But it's just when people's vision or information available to them are limited, and same with the tools that's available to them. And eventually, you will see people making poor choices. Well, they could have done much better. I think with that being the case, the best way to do things might most of the time I think would be provide a demo and also communicate with each other, get some consensus, so most people can get more tools available to them and more information to them available in order to make a better choices. A sentence I heard from Poor Charlie's almanac. To a man with only a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Okay, thank you for watching. Please, if you like the video, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave me a comment below. Thank you and see you next time.